Hey team, how's it going? Good to be with you guys today, and I'm excited to talk about Practical Boundaries Part 2. And I really want to begin to label these environments, if you will, and so talking about being safe within each of these different environments. And so, Part 1, we really talked about practical boundaries within the sense of one-on-one time with students, especially one-on-one time with the same gender and one-on-one time with the opposite gender, and what that looks like and what's acceptable, what's not, what's appropriate and what's inappropriate. And so I want us to begin to think of these as environments. Is this an environment that is safe for me? Is this an environment that's safe for the student? And if the answer is yes to both of those questions, then we're cultivating a healthy ministry. We're cultivating a safe ministry. And so if we want to go to that next level, I believe we've got to steward well what God has given us right now. And so I think we're doing a good job, but we can always take it to the next level. And so today I really want to talk to you about the environment of the altar call at the end of a service. And so that's an environment that we need to steward well. It's an environment right now that is a little bit of a struggle. And so this is one of the things that I want to communicate, and this is one of the areas I need you guys to help me. And it's a little bit of a perspective shift for all of us, because this is a new direction we're trying to go. We've been talking about that I want to shorten my messages so that we can spend more time at the altar. Would like to be able to do 10 to 15 minutes of altar time, as often as we can. And so what that means is that as we have altar times, I want us to begin to look at those students who are lingering, those students who are responding. And those students who are responding, even if they didn't raise their hand, but they're weeping in tears, we have got to do a better job. And this means all of us, but we've all got to have eyes to see those students that God is touching. Maybe they didn't come forward, maybe they didn't raise their hand, but God is moving in them. The Holy Spirit is working on them. The Holy Spirit is convicting them. One of the things that I would like to see us do a better job of, and this includes myself, is really that hangout time after, the 15 minutes after service is over, that environment. We have got to safely steward it in the sense of Chris and I really should be the only ones who are, talking to the guys. And I know we get that. And you ladies should be the only ones going and talking to the ladies. Now, where there becomes a little bit of a distinction, and I have to bring this up so you guys don't feel like I'm being a hypocrite, but the role and title of youth pastor, my job is to steward both, is to disciple and mentor both. So I make myself available at the altar to be able to minister to young ladies. I make myself available at the altar to minister to young men. What I need help from, and Amanda's done a good job at this, Jen did a great job of this a couple weeks ago. When a lady does come up and she wants to talk to me, I really do need one of you guys to come in and butt in on the conversation. And, one of the things that I would really like to get to is, as you see me talking to a lady, you come over, okay, one of the rest of you 8 ladies who are on the team, 9 ladies who are on the team, you come in, you join the conversation. My goal is going to be to pass her off to you. Why? Because these last couple altar calls, man, I haven't got a chance to go and mingle with anybody. I haven't had a chance to catch up with leaders. I haven't had a chance to catch up with students, who I really don't ever get a chance to connect with throughout the week. And so I guess large part, this environment, the altar call, want to make this safe in the sense of making sure that we are staying in tune and really being in that moment and allowing ourselves to linger emotionally and spiritually, that, hey, there's some students who God was working on, and let's go after those students and let's go ask them, how did they respond? How is God moving in you right now? Is there something I can pray for you over? But if you see Chris or I, talking to a young lady, ladies, we need you guys to come help us so we can pass you off, and then Chris and I can go minister to other ladies. And so vice versa as well. If a guy comes and talks to one of you ladies, man, Chris and I will be right there, to help you disciple and mentor that moment and be a good steward of that moment. And so it's something we need to just, I think shift our mindsets a little bit better. But if we're going to get into this culture of we're lingering at the altar time and we want to see students come and respond and come forward, one of the things I would like to begin to see all of us do is we linger at the altar as leaders and we make ourselves available for prayer and just have eyes to see, which student is responding to which leader. If it's a girl coming up to Chris or Levi, man, ladies, you got to have laser beams on and you got to come over and you got to assist Chris and I. And vice versa, a guy comes to one of you, Chris and I will have laser beams on and we will come over to you guys and we will help you in that moment. And so, it's a whole. We need more guys, and we're going to get Ross is going to come and join the team. Cameron Heston will join the team, and when Ed Hoffman's schedule opens up a little bit, he'll be able to come and help us. And so, but that's a little bit of a need right now. I know this seems basic, but this is an environment that we need to stress and we need to talk about, because we want students to feel safe to come to the altar. If they feel like they're going to come and get judged, if they feel like they're going to come and not have someone to respond to, not have someone to interact with, I think we're only going to kill momentum in this area. And so we want to build momentum in this area. And so let's make ourselves available this Wednesday as Amanda does an altar call. Amanda's going to be preaching. She's going to be bringing the word. It's going to be so good. But this environment of altar time at the very end, man, let's steward that thing well. Let's make it a safe time and a safe moment. And then also, I just want to throw this out just as my way of seeing who's actually watching these videos. When you see me tomorrow, I want you to come up and I want you to give me 2 high fives like this, okay? Give me 10, and I want you to say Wanga Tonga, okay? Don't tell anybody else, okay? This is just my way of seeing who's watching these videos. So when you see me on Wednesday, come up to me, give me 10, and say Wanga Tonga. So, all right, love you guys, praying for you. See you tomorrow. Peace.